Hey guys, Bushcraft 412 here with Northeast Survival and Preparedness. Today I want to show you some extreme shit hits the fan door hardening techniques. And of course, if you guys know this channel, we're all about doing things cheap, easy, and doing it better than the gimmicky things that you find on the internet. And everything you see here on this table is cheap, easy to install, will pretty much go on any door, and is probably a much better quality than anything you're going to get through some kind of a gimmicky home security site. So what do we got here, guys? Simple. This is gate hardware. This is barn door hardware. This is real simple stuff. You can get it at Home Depot, you can get it at Lowe's, Tractor Supply, any of those stores that sell cheap Chinese hardware, you're going to find this stuff. And it's real simple. Number one, if you haven't been following this channel, if you're new to this, if you're new to prepping, you definitely want to do a little time and research how to strengthen your door jamb. There's a lot of things you can do to your door jamb to strengthen it prior to making these kind of big upgrades. And just to give you the 30-second version, guys, make sure that you've upgraded your screws in your door hinges and the screws in your strike plate, because they do send, the store-bought ones only come with little tiny half-inch screws and they're not going to hold. You also want to make sure that you have screws running through your door jamb into the rough frame. Good long 4-inch, 3.5-inch deck screws is what I use. Put quite a few of them. That way that will prevent your door jamb from coming loose from the frame. But also, your strike plate and your hinges will have good long screws that not only go through the jamb, but into that rough frame as well. It will provide you with a lot of extra support. So, now that you've got that done, let's look at this stuff. Real simple. This is like a gate latch kind of thing. You would use this, basically get a couple lag bolts. You can put this into your rough frame around your door, screw this in, and it would let you put a 2x4 up against your door for bracing. Now this design, which of course is supported on top and bottom, is probably going to need two 2x4 side by side, so you probably need to put that actually into the rough frame around the door. Well, unless you have like brick or concrete or something like that, you can put it wherever you want. But like I said, these are very universal things, guys. You can really pretty much put this almost anywhere on almost any kind of home construction. So they're really good. They're really thick, as you can see, heavy duty galvanized steel. They're not going to rot, rust, or fall apart on you. The lag bolts you're going to be using are going to be pretty big and substantial. They too are not going to fall apart on you. The only downfall to something like this is, of course, you would have to slide the 2x4 in from the side. If you have a recessed door or a door in a hallway, you may not have that room to get that 2x4 in. So in a tight area, may not be the best option. But however, these are pretty much the same thing. They just don't have, they're not supported on the top end. So this would allow you to put a 2x4 and slide it in from the top. So if you are in a tight spot, these are excellent. And also, if you're putting this away from the rough frame of the door, these are really good because you can put that into a single 2x4 that's maybe the next stud over from your frame, thereby taking a lot of the pressure off your rough frame when someone's kicking at it. So from the outside, someone's kicking the door, that pressure is going on the door jamb. But of course, hopefully you've upgraded those screws into the door jamb so they go all the way into the rough frame. So all that pressure is on those two 2x4s. So perchance that to give, it would be nice to have maybe these anchored into that next set of studs out to provide additional support if that rough frame does give. So, of course, like I said, the first option, you're sliding the 2x4 in from the side. This option from the top. Great setup either way, and it really lets you kind of customize it based on the construction of your home and how your door is set up. Now, guys, if you go through Home Depot or Lowe's, you're going to find so much hardware in that gate section where the gate locks and all that are that you can use on your door that's like super strong. You're going to be absolutely amazed. I just kind of touched the surface here. The last setup I wanted to show you real quick, because I'm actually going to use this for my recess door. And guys, another reminder, you don't have to do this right now. If you put this stuff on your door, your wife's probably going to end up pretty pissed at you. It's okay to take this stuff and put it in a drawer, put it in a bin, and save it for that real shit hits the fan scenario. You can put this stuff in with literally a cordless drill. You can actually put it in with hand tools. It's going to take a little more time, but you can do it. This is something that installs easily within a couple of minutes. You don't have to have this stuff on your door. Your wife's going to be pissed. Your neighbors are going to look at you funny. There's no shame in having this ready for a shit hits the fan scenario. So you don't have to go gung-ho and have this stuff ready. It's real quick to install, and it's a good feeling to know that you have that capability to upgrade should something drastic ever happen. So the last kind of thing, guys, are just real simple. Grab a couple eye bolts. They're like 80 cents a piece. Oh, by the way, guys, these are like $7 a piece. I think these are like $6 a piece. Really inexpensive. Eye bolt, screw it into one of your studs. Run this 1/2-inch bar stock through it. You've got a really good door reinforcement. Of course, being you're just using eye bolts, excuse me, little bacon burp there. You can put these in diagonally. You can put them in at weird angles. You can do quite a bit with these eye bolts, and you can, if you want to leave a little room in between the door, you don't have to put them fully in, but if you want that bar to be flush with the door, you can screw these in really deep. So it gives you a lot of versatility, and the thing I like about the bar stock is being able to put in steel over the wood. The steel is going to give a little more flex, less likely to break. Also, if someone's trying to burn, the steel's not going to burn like wood would, and it wouldn't be as easy to cut through with a saw if someone does have your door damaged. So real easy. And like I said, guys, you get in that hardware section, there is so much hardware you can use. This is just literally tip of the iceberg. There's all different combinations of hardware you can do. They have like Home Depot and Lowe's, they've got like round stock, they've got bar stock. They've got threaded steel rods, which you can turn into some really nifty door locks using just simple, bolts and things like that. All different kinds of heavy-duty latches, and there's no end. So, guys, when you go and you do that search on door security, you're going to come across all these $50, $60, $80 products that you can upgrade your door with, and 99% of the time they're cheap. They're made of like brass, they're really soft, and they're not going to have the strength and durability as something simple like this. And most of the time, they're not going to install as easy. They're going to use simple screws. You're not going to have the capability. This stuff here, you can use big, heavy, thick lag bolts to put this in. It's heavy duty. It's meant to take a beating. Go with something like this. Don't waste your money on those gimmicky door reinforcers and things like that really are just a bar that props up against your door. Do it right. And this stuff's cheap. I'm telling you. Everything on the table here was like $25. No big deal. And that's a hell of a lot of reinforcement for a door sitting right there in front of you. And, like I said, guys, you can go crazy. And for $100, you can reinforce a lot of doors. You can also use this as a window setup. You can actually put these in and make your own window bars. The bar stock's pretty neat because you can also bend it and shape it how you need it. A lot of stuff you can do with this in preparation for that real disaster scenario that we all hope doesn't happen. Hope you guys enjoyed. Any questions, feel free to ask. Leave a comment, send a message. Bushcraft412.